What's up, gearheads? So you think you know about cars. You think you know all the makes and models that ever rolled off the assembly line. I did too, until I moved down to Brazil. And then my little wheelhouse of vehicles got blown out of my mind. So many unique, off-the-shelf little cars here in Brazil that I would have never been exposed to. And living in a triple frontier brings a little bit of advantages. There's Brazil, Paraguay, Uruguay, Argentina. There's a lot of cool cars in Argentina. I'm gonna tell you all about one of them. Strap in, this is Lost In. Let's go. The unstoppable Torino. Argentina's forgotten king of the road. You think you know cars, you think you've seen everything. Every little iconic machine that ever rolled off the assembly line. Seen there, done that, been there, but no. Today, we're not just talking about a car, we're talking about an Argentinian legend. A car so woven into the culture that they won't even let you export them. It's practically a national hero. The IKA Torino, later known as the Renault Torino. This isn't just another mid-sized sedan from the 60s. Okay, it is, but it isn't. You're wrong, it isn't. And by the end of this, you'll kind of understand why I'm so grouchy about it. Excited, but a little grouchy. Back in 1961, Kaiser Argentina was doing awesome in Argentina. They decided that, business is doing so well, we need to have ourselves a little sports car. But unfortunately, anything they had, they realized, oh, our cars aren't good for sports car. So they got in touch with Big Papa Bear AMC. That's right, Chrysler. And they ordered themselves two Rambler Americans, a 2-door and a 4-door. And right away, they realized these were not suitable for the Argentinian refined taste. They were an American shoebox. So they pulled some strings and sent these off to the masters. That's right, Pininfarina. The absolute masters of style. Pininfarina didn't just slap on some paint. No, they gave it some refinement. They give it a little beauty to it. The overall Rambler was basically right there. They didn't change the body, but they gave it a beautiful, elegant, European touch to the front grille. And they gave the back end a nice little touch as well. They spoofed it up. They made it look a little bit more beautiful. They transformed it. Pure European flair. A completely new interior. This wasn't just a rebadge, this was a rebirth. November 30th, 1966. At the legendary Autodromo 1 Oscar Galvez, the IKA Torino was unleashed. It was marketed not just as a car, but the consequential Argentina vehicle. Oh boy, did this resonate with the people. Oh yeah. The Torino absolutely exploded in popularity throughout the 1960s and 70s. People absolutely loved this car. Even when Renault bought out IKA 1975, they knew what they had. They saw a good thing when it was in front of them, and they kept the production around of this beautiful vehicle until 1982. They changed nothing basically. This car was a cornerstone, but even legends faced challenges. By 1978, the Argentinian auto market really started to slump. And of course, the trade restrictions started to recede, making it easier for imports to come in and flood the local market. The Torino, despite its loyal following in Argentina, it simply couldn't keep up with the more modern vehicles. This remarkable run came to an end in 1982, nearly 100,000 units built, and a truly impressive number for a car of its era and origins. And most people would be like, okay, that's where the story ends. Had a good run, got retired. But nope, its legend continued on, due to its pedigree being forged in racing. definitive stamp on history, its real legacy, rolling the clocks back to 1969, IKA launched a marketing masterstroke, the Argentine mission of 1969. Their goal, their objective, to prove the Torino's mettle on the international stage, led by the brilliant engineer Oreste Berta, and leading the charge, five-time Formula One champion Manuel Fangio. This was Argentina's dream team. Their target, the brutal, grueling 84 hours marathon at the Nürburgring in Germany. Yeah, you heard that right. Not a sprint, a marathon. An absolute endurance test of epic proportions. IKA knew they needed to take this serious. They did not send just a stock car. No, they sent war machines. 3 specially modified Torinos. The weight was reduced from 3,000 pounds to a lean 1,300 pounds. The engine output was boosted to a formidable 250 HP. That's a lot of ponies under that hood for the times. A top speed of around 140. Of course, suspension tweaks and wider tires. They had lead springs on them, so they're not the best for like drag stripping, so they counterbalance the shocks like they did in the American style. So they took on the best of what Europe had to offer, and they kept their own. And the unthinkable happened. Car number 3 covered the most laps than any other car in the competition. 334 laps. Oh, can you believe that? They were in the lead. And here is the heartbreaking twist. Due to gathering quite a few penalties, they were bumped down to 4th place. Did they win? Absolutely not. But did they come home with a victory? You bet your boots they did. The IKA Torino definitely conquered what was thrown at them. It became the pride and joy, a national treasure to the Argentinian automotive world. The country showed they had what it took. They had the grit to run against the best of the best. This wasn't just a race. This was a testament to Argentinian automotive ingenuity and prowess. That very same number 3 car is now a museum piece, a beloved little artifact of time, displayed at the Manuel Fangio Museum. And speaking of Fangio, gifted with a beautiful Torino. He kept that car until his dying day. It was finally auctioned off after his death for about $40,000. But what a cool gift. The Torino, a true piece of automotive royalty. And the Torino legacy didn't just stop there at the Nürburgring. It went on to dominate multiple races, season after season, winning championships 1967 and on to 1971. This car is still a force on the track. So what's the ultimate takeaway from all this? By the late 1970s, the Torino was somewhat of a novelty. It was the last front motor, rear wheel drive that Renault was producing. But more than that, it's cemented as Argentina's national car. Parts are still available, fan clubs thrive, and it's a healthy environment. The passion is undimmed for this beautiful car. If you want one outside of Argentina like I do, good luck to ya. Argentina has some very complicated laws. You can't export a car unless you've owned it for X amount, a minimum of 3 months. If it's an Argentinian built vehicle, they're not gonna let you export that. I mean, you might be able to, but you have to prove that you were a citizen at least. I don't know, maybe I'm all wrong about this, but what I've been researching, oh my goodness, you and I, unless we move to Argentina, will never have one of these little babies. Just the way that cookie crumbles. It's beautiful, and I guess I'll always love it from afar. Fancy ideas. Hey, if you guys like what we did here, please give me a thumbs up, give me a little like, a little love. Let me know if you like what we're doing. Leave a thought down in the word box area. I promise I always love reading those. And tell me what you think. Is this a cool car? just a big shoebox. It had the touch of Pininfarina, so I mean, come on. But like I always say, I'll see you on the flip side. Until próxima. Ciao, ciao.